Hi guys, so I am back with no makeup on, as you can see, and that is because I had a request from a lovely subscriber, I will leave her name down below, asking me to do a makeup tutorial for like young teens. I believe she was 14 years old. So that's what I'm here for today. It's my first makeup tutorial, so bear with me, I'm going to do my best. But it's basically inspired by the summertime, so it's a nice, easy look that you can wear throughout the summer in those really hot days. I've tried to make it as simple as I can, really easy to do, so I hope you like it. Okay, so I'm going to start out with the face makeup. Seeing as it's summer and this look is aimed at teenagers, I would say to use something quite light on your skin. You can use a tinted moisturiser or a BB cream, or you can do the trick that I like to do. And I'm basically going to mix together some face moisturiser and a little bit of my foundation. So it gives a bit of a lighter, more sheer coverage, but it still has some coverage to it. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of the moisturiser on the back of my hand, and then a small pump of my foundation. I'm just going to mix this together with my finger a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to use my beauty blender to apply it. I love these things. If you don't have one, it's no big drama. You can just use your fingers if you don't have anything else. So I'm just going to start by dabbing this into my skin. Make sure you go over the eye area. The skin on the eyes is really, really thin, and it's really easy to see any of those veins kind of popping through under there. If you are using a beauty blender or any kind of sponge or anything like that, make sure that you're tapping it into your skin and not rubbing it around. The tapping motion is actually going to help give it a more flawless finish, which even if you're going for a sheer coverage rather than a full coverage foundation routine, you still want it to look flawless. You definitely don't want to see any kind of brush strokes or anything like that into your foundation. Make sure you take it down underneath your jaw, underneath your chin. You know, that line across your jaw is never an attractive feature. Okay, so the next step is concealer. If you have great skin, then this is a step you can skip. I know a lot of 14-year-olds out there probably don't have the same kind of issue that I do with my skin, because I am nowhere near 14. But if you do need to cover any kind of blemishes or dark circles, maybe you've been going through exams, now is the time for concealer. I'm using two. I'm using this one from Rimmel. It's their Match Perfection. I'm using this under my eyes. And then I'm using this from Essence. It's their Stay All Day 16-hour concealer for any of the other red spots on my face or anything extra that I want to conceal. So I'm just applying the concealer underneath my eyes and over the top, just to cancel out any redness or purpleness from those veins underneath. And then I'm going to take my Essence concealer. My chin gets pretty red around the corners of my nose and mouth, which is a very common area for redness, especially on females. A little bit down my nose and then in between my eyebrows. Anywhere on your face that you feel that needs a little bit of extra coverage. And again, I'm just taking my beauty blender and I'm going to dab all of this in. Okay, so we don't want this moving anywhere throughout the day, especially if it's warm. You're going to be a little bit sweaty. We don't want the makeup to melt off our faces. So that means we need to set our makeup. And to do this, I'm using a translucent powder. This one is from Essence, and it's the Essence All About Matte. So it's going to cancel out any kind of shine you have on your skin. I'm just going to use a fluffy brush. And I'm just going to tap this. I'm going to focus it mostly along the T-zone, which is where most people tend to get their oiliest. And then I'm just going to use a little bit and cover the rest of my face. The nice thing about these translucent powders is that they don't leave any colour on your skin. So it's just a good way, you don't have to match your powder to your foundation. None of that matters. Just use a translucent one and nobody knows any different. So far that's what we've got for the face, and I'm going to move straight on to the eyes. Now I'm going to do a really easy kind of everyday look for you. So we're going to start, I'm using my Naked palette. If you don't have this, it really doesn't matter. I'm basically just using these two matte brown shades. I'm going to mix them together for my crease colour. So if you don't have this, it's no problem. Just use any matte colour that you have. And we're going to aim this on the crease and then just work it slightly up towards our eyebrows. So you just want to use a kind of windscreen wiper motion and just get that in the crease area. It's just going to define that crease a little bit and give your eyes a little bit more definition. Just keep going, make sure that you're blending it really thoroughly. You don't want a harsh line across your eye. That's not a good look. As you can see, I'm not getting any of this on my eyelid. I just want to define this crease a little bit. And while I still have this palette open, I'm going to take a small pencil brush and I'm going to use the darker brown shade here, and I'm just going to apply this just under the lash line here, just to add a little bit of definition there. It's not supposed to be very neat, so just run along the edge with your finger if you need to. Excuse the strange faces I'm making. So the next thing I'm going to use is a cream eyeshadow all over my eyelid. I'm using this Paint Pot from MAC. If you don't have this, it's no problem. A good option would be the Maybelline Colour Tattoos. And the good thing with a cream product is that it's going to stay on your eyelids all day. It's not going to budge, it's not going to move anywhere. So especially for the summer, that's really, really, really handy. I'm just putting it on my finger and I'm just going to tap it all the way across my eyelid. As you can see again, I'm just kind of tapping this product on, as it's a cream product. Okay, so we are almost done for the eyes. I'm just going to take a flat eyeshadow brush and I'm just going to go back to my Naked palette because it's the one I have here. But I'm going to use this colour called Sin, which is a really nice, pretty shimmery colour. So just use any shimmery colour that you have. We're going to just pop this a little bit more on the inner corner of the eye and also get that tear duct area. So it's going to really brighten up your eyes. And the same on the other eye. What I'm going to also do is go back to my pencil brush using this same shimmery colour and just take it down underneath the inner corner of my eye. Again, just to add a bit of shimmer. And I'm actually going to take my big fluffy brush again, using this same shimmer colour, so we're just using a couple of eyeshadows to create this look. I'm just going to pop this down underneath my eyebrow. So I don't think black liner, like thick black liquid liner or anything like that is appropriate, especially for a young teenager, but also in this hot summer weather. So what we're going to do is take a black eyeliner, this one is from Rimmel, but just use whatever you have, and we're going to line the tight line of our eyes. Now this can be quite difficult and I'm still not great at it. Some people like to pull up their eyelid and get it like that. I'm not very good at that, it kind of tickles, makes me blink a lot. So the best way that I find to do it is just to pop our eyeliner in our eye, close your eye and then rub it along. I'm not going to talk while I do this because I don't want to poke myself in the eye. So aim the pencil up a little bit to make sure you're getting the upper tight line. Now hopefully you can see between the two eyes, this one just has a little bit more definition and it's going to show some more when we put our mascara on. Just be careful when you're doing this part. Nobody wants to be poked in the eye by an eyeliner pencil. We're going to move on to the eyelashes. Use an eyelash curler. If there's anything you want to invest in, use an eyelash curler. They're great for opening your eyes up, making you look more wide awake. You know, they also make your eyelashes look 10 times better after you've applied your mascara. So just hold those on there, give it a good squeeze. And then onto mascara. I'm using today the Maybelline The Colossal Volume Express Mascara for smoky eyes. Again, just use whatever mascara you have on hand and give your eyelashes a good coat. Make sure you're getting right from the root and you're kind of wiggling the brush up towards the ends of your mascara. Ends of your eyelashes even. And with whatever's left on the brush, I'm just gonna do my lower line a little bit. My lower lashes even, I can't speak today. Okay, so moving on to the eyebrows. I think eyebrows are a really important part of your makeup. They really help to frame your face. So even if you're just gonna put one single color on your eyes or maybe just a little bit of mascara, once you've done your eyebrows, everything just looks a little bit more pulled together. So I'm using this eyebrow kit from e.l.f. and I'm not using the brush it came with, I'm just using another angle brush. And I'm actually just going to use a powder. I'm going to start by applying it to the middle portion of my eyebrows, and then once there's a little bit less on my brush, I'm going to do the inside part of my eyebrows. I'm not creating any kind of crazy shape. I'm just following my natural brows and just filling them in, making them look a little bit more defined. Make sure as well you're using little strokes when you're applying any eyebrow product, whether it be a gel, a pencil, a powder, anything. You want to use little strokes so you're kind of emulating your eyebrow hairs. And what I like to do once I've finished with my eyebrows is just take one of these disposable spoolie kind of brushes and just brush through them. It also helps to make your eyebrows look more natural. And if you've got a little bit too much colour in one part of your eyebrow, just comb it through and it's going to even all of that out. Okay, so we're almost finished. Onto the blush. Now I'm using my Glamorous blush palette from BH Cosmetics. If you saw my haul from Alice and Joe, you will have already seen this. I'm just going to use a little bit of this kind of peachy reddish colour here. I just want to make it look like you have a natural flush to your skin. Again, if you don't have this, no problem, just use what you have. Move my hair out the way, and we're going to aim it here. So a little bit onto the apples of the cheeks and then dragging it back towards your hairline. Again, just brush it in, blend it out. You know, you don't want that colour to be too harsh. It just needs to look nice and natural. If you've gone a little bit intense, just keep blending and it will start to look really good. Oh, wowza. So you can see I've gone a little bit crazy here with my blush. So I'm just going to take my big fluffy brush again that I used to apply the translucent powder. And that's just going to help buff it out a little bit more. You can already see the difference. Went a little bit crazy on this side. But again, like I say, it's no big drama. Just keep blending it out until you get a nice natural finish. The only thing left to do is the lips. So I'm just going to swipe on quite a nice, not too intense lip colour. This is Syrup from MAC. It's slightly on the plummy tone, but nothing too in your face. So there we have it. That is basically it. Just a kind of everyday routine that you want to, you can go back to this like every day. If you want to change it up, there's one simple trick you can do, and that is to change your lipstick colour. And I'm going to show you how. So there we go, we're all done, and I really hope that you liked it. Like I said before, it was my first ever filming of a makeup tutorial, so I hope it was okay, and I'm sure they're going to get better. If you have any more requests, then please leave me a comment down below, and if you recreate this look, please send me a picture. I would absolutely die to see your pictures. Send them to me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever. All my links will be down below. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.